Yo, what's going on, guys? I hope this mission and this video, I don't know why I said mission, but this video finds you really well. I want to share with you guys a kind of a personal story. It's one of my come-ups. It's absolutely one of my most favorite come-up stories, my origin story. I share it in my video sales letters a lot. I actually wrote it out, the whole entire thing. My first time I went to Las Vegas. And it was the first time I went to Las Vegas. It was the first time I was potentially roofied. I don't know if I was. I might have just been really drunk. It was also the first time I did it for the first time by myself. It was the first time I stayed in a hotel by myself. It was the first time as well. I went on a bus, a Greyhound ride, which was like 4.5, 5 hours alone, ambitiously, excitedly, out of state, out of California for the first time by myself. And the reason why, I guess I'll save the reason for you at the end, though, is like, I'll just tell you the reason. I'll tell you the purpose of this video, which is young men today need to be more dangerous. They need to say no more. They need to get used to rejection more. They need to do shit outside of the bounds and the okays of their family and their hometown. They need to fucking explore, and you need to be a young male who's, like in a video game, he's out there hunting fucking danger. He's with a sword and a shield, and he's kind of facing the world. And obviously you're not going to have a sword and a shield because we don't live in medieval times. This isn't a fucking video game, so you should definitely plan accordingly. Now to give you the details of the story. Mind you, there was only one other person in my family that is, like, I would love to say that he is the pioneer of ambition, and that's my middle brother, is like Michael Franklin. Shout out to you, Mike, if you're watching this, bro. Seriously. So, and what I mean by that is, like, when I decided to go and do that event, it was a mentor event. His name is Jason Capital. He was a former dating coach, and then he turned to a success coach, and he made a massive following, made a whole thing. He's teaching other guys how to live on their time, doing what they want, when they want, how they want it, whenever they wanted it. But before that, he was in the dating advice world, how to pick up girls. And like, this is before he was like, this was when it was taboo and the internet was definitely not what it is now with social media. Like, I did not have as much access to this shit like you guys do, like fucking mad. You're getting this stuff like for free. I had to pay $2,000 plus, like, just learning new videos and courses and applying the courses and taking copious amounts of fucking notes, studying the notes, going over them, staying up all fucking night, going into debt, and then fucking up my credit just to do that stuff. But god damn it, it was fucking worth it. So, the story goes like this. It was my first time out of California. I was on a Greyhound bus to Las Vegas for the first time. I got there. It was a great time. I stayed at what was, at the time, it's no longer there. It was called, the Rio. Yeah, the Rio All Suites Hotel. Rio Grande, but not the Rio Grande, but the Rio All Suites Hotel and Resort, whatever. It's not there anymore. They had like 2 towers. One, literally like that, dude. Like, one tower was bigger than the other fucking tower. So, the beautiful part about that is at the very top of the tallest tower, right, was like a fucking little bungee. Not a bungee, but like a zip line from Tower 1, which is the taller tower, to Tower 2, which is like fucking right here. But like, they're kind of separated apart, right? Does that make sense? So think of big tower, second big tower, right? Because it's a resort, hotel, casino. And this was the first time I've ever had one of these experiences, and this was also like, it was one of the greatest first impression moments ever, and that's why I like to consider it my origin story. And the reason why is, beforehand, I was, like I just told you, I was definitely fucking up to here, like covered in like dating advice and picking up chicks, cold calling, and like fucking like sliding into their DMs and making cool first impressions, how to do style, how to speak, how to do all that. And like, I didn't look as good as I did look, but I was like confident and I could stick with that. And I knew that if I just keep talking and if I just keep taking action, it's gonna work out for me. And it still does. I don't know what to fucking tell you. So like, I was out there, had a good time at day 1 of the event. It was a 3-day event? Yeah, it was a 3-day event. I stayed there roughly for like the weekend. I think it was a Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I left on that Friday. I get there, first day of the event, smash hit. Really fucking cool, great event. Jason Capital at the time, dating advice. I think it was like 250 plus attendees, all that. Made great friends, met new people. Total new experience for me. Absolutely, by myself. Wanted to do it. Is intentional. Like, my mom was against me. I have two brothers. My eldest brother's like, bro, it's just a week, waste of fucking time. Like, don't you understand? People just go there just to like, get sold and do blah, 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 blah. Like, I got all the fucking resistance in the world against me. But the one brother that said you're gonna do it, that's gonna help you, the middle brother, he's like, bro, if you're gonna do it, just do it. Who gives a shit? So like, here, I'm gonna help you get access to this hotel. Here's what's gonna cost. He set it up for me. We went out there, which I said again was the real all suite hotel and casino. And fucking, I get there, great time. I'm thinking in my mind, like, man, I don't know what my fucking brother and my mom are thinking. I'm like, this is great. This is fucking great. I'm all by myself. I mean, I was in a room by myself. That was brand new to me, which is fine. But like, for the first half, like, I got there, and then after the event, like, I'm already charged up with people, like, all like-minded people. These guys are ambitious. They're doing this thing. You know, they're just like normal, like you and me, but they want to become more. They want to do more. And they are doing more. And then there's the levels of guys and who are already way above you, and they're like millionaires and like six-figure earners, and like they're doing it on their time. That, like, to me, that was the coolest fucking thing, because I'm ambitious. I want to live life on my own terms, and then for the most part, I'm getting like fucking 80 to 90% of the way there already now. So like, bro, day one smashed. I'm going back home. The event was at the Caesar's Palace at the time, and I was at the all suite. I get back to the all suite, and as I'm about to go to my room to end the night so I can fall asleep, because day two, remember this is day one, day two was like, I think at 6 a.m. or so. That's when it started. It was like really fucking early the next day. But it's like fucking, I don't know, 9 or 8 p.m. by the time I get back to my fucking hotel. As I'm about to like hit the button, I'm walking right next to, just going back to my room. I'm like, man, this today was great. I'm about to hit the button to like the elevator, and I hear this voice in the background. She's singing the fucking it's kind of cheesy now that I like think about it, but like, it was a girl. She was a lead singer. She was like the popular fucking celebrity singer of like a popular band in that area for like the Aria, the Caesars, the Flamingo, and then there's another place. There's like the Sands or some shit. I don't remember the fucking name of it is at the time because it was such a long time ago. But like, she was a popular like lead singer there with her band, and they'd always go there, and it was fucking fantastic. It was amazing, and like, she was hot too. She was like, wow, she was really hot. And like, me being me, I'm charged up. She's singing a song by the Beatles called "Come Together." She was just, it was almost seductive how she began it, because they began the beat as like, right, and she was like, here come old flat top, he come. That's the lyric, but she did it very seductively, and like, she was catching attention, and she was gathering a small like crowd, because she just started singing, but there was a problem. Like, she had a crowd there, but the problem wasn't her, it wasn't her band. It was with like one of her speakers, or fucking, like, she had one of the, like, they had a setup and everything. It was really cool, but like, one of the speakers was kind of like weirdly blown. So like, every time she would hit the note, come together, or like, come together right now, but she did it in her voice, it kind of cricked. It would creak and like, I'm together, and then like, it was a bad, like, it was bad. That's the best way to describe it. Like, when she would hit it, she would hit the note right, but the speaker would fuck up, and it just kind of sounded like she was a fucking Chinese opera singer or something. So like, she'll have a crowd there, and then the crowd will dissipate. Like, a little bit, they were like, oh, because like, they noticed it. The people that stayed, they're like, okay, she's doing pretty good. She's hot. The majority of the guys that stayed were just, one of the people that stayed were roughly guys. So I was like, okay, cool. And I heard that though, I'm like, oh. I was like pulled. I don't know how to describe this, but I was literally pulled because I was just so charged up. I was talking to everybody. It was like, everybody's talking to me. We're having a good time. We're shooting stories, telling them about the stuff I was into with another mentor of mine that was also there. His name was Christian Hudson. I met a guy that was a part of his group and a part of his crew, and I could possibly meet the mentor in person, which is fucking cool because this guy I studied like for like years. I started the self-development journey, I think, when I was like 18 and a half, and then I like at 20 got the axe. Like, I found Jason Capital. Jason Capital also just so happened to know the guy, my main mentor, which is Christian Hudson, which is cool because networking. I'm like, bro, I was charged up. So, me being me again, of all things, the crowd, she's like closing up that song, but I'm like charged up. I'm like, it's like in the most hotels, if you go to them, especially in Las Vegas or anywhere, they kind of have like these pillars where you can just like, there's the entertainment area, and then there's like the crowd, and they have like these little backstage, like there's like an upstairs kind of audience area where you can fucking just look down and listen and watch stuff. I watched her from up there, and I was like, man, I wonder if I could just go talk to this girl. It's like, me being me, you know, I don't know where this is gonna go, but I think it'd be absolutely fucking fun. Because fuck what people think, and fuck what my brother thinks, fuck what my mom thinks, fuck what it, like, fuck all this stuff. Like, I'm here in fucking Vegas, I'm gonna make this shit work. I don't know if it's gonna work, but it's gonna be worth it. So, I make my way back down. She's still kind of closing up. She's getting ready for, I think she's getting ready to like go out, like with her crew and whatever, and they're gonna do whatever they want. But they're closing up, and like all the guys are just cruising around her. They're trying to get her attention in line. And I see that, I'm like, what if I just bypass this line? What if I say fuck all these guys? And I just like snaked in. I literally slid into that motherfucker. Like, man, I snaked in. It was great. Like, if you ever see me when I'm on a mission, like my eyes are just like this. I don't care about the world around me. And I got, so I did that. Now that I think about that, it's really funny. I crowded right past her. They had like a little line there because I saw she was stepping out. She was getting ready to like get a drink and do all that. That's what she told me. She was like, I'm gonna get a drink, and then we're gonna have some food, probably with some of the crew. She was single, which I just lucked out. Her name is Roxanne. She was the lead singer and celebrity like artist in that area for Las Vegas. So I sneak past her, and I'm like, this is another proof why pickup lines don't necessarily work unless you guys already have rapport. But like, I told her one thing. I literally fucking insulted her. But I did it with a fun and challenging attitude and personality behind it. And it just so happened to fucking work. When I didn't necessarily at the time have any sense of style. I was just a fucking weenie loop. Well, I wasn't a weenie. But I was definitely like a fucking dingus loser like you watching this. No offense. Chances are too. But most guys that find me say, again, I said dingus loser. You're not necessarily a loser, but like you guys just have low self-esteem. You gotta like push yourself. The point is, I walked up to her and I'm like, you know, like I stopped her. I don't know what I did. I don't remember what I did necessarily, but I stopped. I was like, hey, are you that singer? She's like, yeah. I said, I really, really love that song, Come Together. You did such a great job playing that song. She's like, oh my God, thank you. Blah, 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 blah. She kind of like lifted me up and down. Because like I did kind of grab her in hindsight. Like I grabbed her like that temporarily. But like it was aggressive at first. And then like I calmed down. She's like, oh, hey. She's kind of like thin too. She's like super thin. But like not anorexic thin. She's hot. She's pretty. And she like dirty blondish hair, brownish eyes, cool, hot as hell. And then fucking, like, I was just kind of enamored and I was just saying shit. And then the thing that I did that insulted her was like, your song was so great, but I paused because it was loud too. I said but so I could pause to see if she's still paying attention, because she's like this, pausing, and she's like, what? And I was like, but you kind of sounded like a Chinese opera singer. And she gave me this look of absolute fucking disbelief, which was like, it's totally true. Like, somebody says that I sound like an opera singer when I sound fucking fantastic. I'm like, what? Nigga, what? But it wasn't like a like, what'd you say to me? It was like, it was an impressed, but like, what? It was an impressed, but like, not even discerning, but interested. Like, what? Because it's literally tonality in it. So anyways, that was my key though. Right when I said that, and I gauged after she like responded to that, that's all I needed, because that told me she was fucking in. She's in the bag. So I was like, all right, I can play with this. I can work with this, because these are just micro expressions that most guys don't necessarily know how to catch on yet, too. And I caught on to it. I lucked out and I caught on that. So she's like, who are you? I was like, my name's Gil. I'm Gil Franklin. I'm here at an event. I actually don't live out here. I'm absolutely new here. I've never been out of state before. I'm staying at this spot. She's like, my name's Roxanne. Nice to meet you. Blah, 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 blah. I was like, you want to get a drink? She's like, yeah, I'm just about to go get a drink right now. Like, we go to get drinks. And like, mind you, like, it's like fucking 9 p.m. roughly at that time now. I have another event the next day at 6 a.m. When I'm like 9 p.m. now, I fucking stopped her. I'm talking to her. We're shooting the shit, and then she's like, I was like, you want to turn this shit up? Like, we can get an actual drink if you like. She's like, what are you thinking? I was like, what kind of drinks do you like? She's like, well, I kind of like whiskey. I was like, I know. She's like, how did she say? She's like, I'm really popular at this place, and I can actually get a lot of these drinks on discount. Do you want some? I was like, yeah, sure. I said, I'll get the food if you get the drinks. She was like, okay, cool. She disappears, go get the drinks. I go get some fucking food. I'm sitting at the table. It smells all, the room of Las Vegas is absolutely smoky. It's nice. I'm by like the gambling area. Everything's cool. It's brand new to me. You got to remember that. This is the first time I fucking went out to do that out of state, to Las Vegas by myself, on a bus by myself. I got all this fucking rejection from my family. I'm like, fuck all that. Like, this is the best fucking experience ever. So she comes back, like, with almost a small, well, not even almost, like, definitely her fucking purse full of, like, little fucking mini tiny Crown Royal, whiskey fucking bottles. I didn't know they made Crown Royal, like, these little tiny, like, fucking whiskey ones. I thought it was just, like, Jack. She had some Jack in there, too. I took the Jack. But I mean bag full. I was like, God damn, how many did you buy? She's like, oh, I know, I basically know the bartender. I know everybody around here. And they all know me, so they just hook it up where they can. And I pay a really super small fee. I'm like, no fucking way. The truth is, they all wanted to fuck this bitch, and like they just, like, she had them wrapped around her finger. Hold on. Hang on. Meat. And the beauty is, I'm going to lose some light here. I don't want to do that. I'm going to turn this light on. We'll keep this light on for now. I'm going to continue this story to the end, and I'll edit tiny bits of it. Point being, what's fascinating about the story is we get fucking lit. Off our fucking asses, we get lit off our fucking asses. I think all I bought was like I bought my hamburger, which is kind of like really big. It's like a medium hamburger. And I got some like really crispy fucking fries. I got her one too. She's like, yeah, can you have any ranch? Blah, blah, blah. We're going back and forth, shooting shit, blah, 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 stupid stuff. And like we're drinking more buzz. She's like, yo. She's like, you want to do something absolutely spontaneous? I was like, yeah, sure. Fuck it. And then she's like, okay, follow me. She like takes my fucking hand. We finish eating at that point too. She takes my hand. Remember, we're still at the hotel now. We're at the Real Hall Suite fucking hotel. And like she has access like to cool shit that I didn't have, clearly, because I'm just this rando fucking going to an event. Again, that's at 6 a.m. the next day. Remember that. So we go in the elevator. Like, by now, you gotta remember now too, like, I'm also pushing the event so that way, like, we're building more tension. Like, I'm teasing her, I'm playing with her, the chemistry's still there, eye contact was amazing. She was teasing me, I was teasing her. We're chilled back. She's stealing my fries, I was throwing shit at her. Like, it was great. So by the time, like, there's tension there. Like, you could obviously tell. We go in the elevator, door closes, ting! That was, like, the best. Because I just remember that moment. It's like, ding! And then she like pulls me in. She's like, come here. Like, we're like at this point, going up the elevator, we're nose to nose. Staring contest. Nose to nose. She's like, the real contest that was happening there was who's gonna kiss who first. And it's not gonna be me. You're gonna lose. It's now a game. We were playing. It was fucking fun. So now, I'm like, that shit was hot. It was steaming. You could cut that fucking tension with a knife. It was amazing. So we get to the very top of building 2. Remember, it's the Real All Suite and Hotel. There's two towers. The big tower, the little tower, and like I said earlier, there's a zip line, right? So, unbeknownst to me, we get to the top of Tower 2. Because that's where I was staying. I was like somewhere like in the very low area, 30s area, 300 area. This bitch has access and a friend who controls the zip lines from building 1 to building 2. I was like, where are we going? She's like, oh, we're gonna do something. You said you're spontaneous, right? I was like, yeah. You want to have some fun with me? I was like, yeah. And then she's like, let's go zip lining. Like her enthusiasm was insane. It was amazing. She's like, yeah, let's go. She fucking tugs me out. I'm like, whoa. Okay, hold on. I just need a moment. The mind you note here is I'm afraid of heights. I am. I've never ziplined. I've been never been out of California. First time doing that. First time on a bus. First time in Las Vegas. Fuck me. I was on my own. Like, goddamn. Fucking, what's it called? Like, went on. Point being, I'm gonna continue on because I'm still here. I arrived at my destination. Like, bro, I was like, I had to stop and like take a moment. She goes to talk to her friend. He's like, hey, Roxanne, hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. They're shooting the shit. I'm like thinking to myself, fuck, this bitch is crazy. Should I back out? Fuck it, let's do it. Like, I was like, I remembered everything I just told you. I was like, man, everybody was telling me this is gonna be the worst trip ever. You're gonna waste money. Like, they're gonna sell you stuff you never needed. All this stupid ass jargon and talk from these like lame fucking people. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. And like her buddy's like, yeah, hey bro, what's going on? Blah blah blah. Give you the connection. So Roxanne, luckily for you, has this set up. We're gonna give it to you absolutely free. You don't really have to worry about it. It's really cool. I'm just gonna get you set up. Knowingly, it's actually usually it's two people, right? Two people. One person gets set up. Another person gets set up. You guys go to get pushed off from Tower 1 to Tower 2. It's not super far, but like it's still pretty fucking scary because you're really high up and it's like dark though, and it's amazing because it was Las Vegas and you're a really high fucking building. So like that night, in that moment, I'm looking over that edge and like he's strapping me up. I'm like, wow. Everybody said I was just gonna have a worse time, and like at this point, I've already said fuck it. This chick is fucking great. I don't know what these people are fucking talking about. Like, what fear and level of and layer of bullshit that they're just spinning in this story. And I'm here by myself for the first time ever, living it up. And I haven't really done anything yet. And he's like, all right, bro, so this is a special rope. This is a special kind of zip line right now. It's only set up because you know her and she knows me. So I'm only going to let this fly with you once. Don't ever tell anybody that I did this for you. This is the zip line guy telling me he's managing it. He sits her on my lap. All right? He sits her on my, like, she's like pussy to nuts. Like, she's sitting on my fucking lap. Right? Like, I'm like, what? And he straps her on. He gets her on. He's like, all right, guys, this is going to be really cool. I'm like, I'm over there breathing. I'm like, I'm playing it cool, obviously, on the outside. But, like, on the inside, I'm like, God damn, this is kind of scary. But I'm looking over at the view of fucking Las Vegas, being over the building, the night sky. It was still kind of warm, but like it was cold still too. But like I was kind of like pumping on adrenaline. I can feel her. I was kind of like holding her too, and she's like grabbing my arms, and like I'm looking at what's in front of me outside of my own fear. And the guy is like, I'm gonna count to about 5 just to give you a boost, and then I'm gonna push you guys to like jump off so you can like zip line from 1 to 2. I'm like, okay. In that moment, I was like, wow, this is one of the greatest moments of my fucking life right now. I can't believe this. He's like, all I heard was 5, and he pushes us. And like we go, it was like, zzz, like, because they coordinated, right? The guy had a fucking radio, and he's talking to the other guy on the other side. They stop you, they take you off. So I was like, I'm like zipping, I'm like, whoa! She's like, it was the stupidest thing ever. But like it was so exciting because she was just hanging on to me. I was hanging on to her. We're having a great fucking time. Like it's a beautiful fucking night. It's kind of like pumped on adrenaline, and we land, and like we're hitting on each other even more now. We stop. She says goodbye to her friend, the other Tower 2 fucking person, because they like all know each other. We go down, and we walk down to the hotel, and we walk back to the other one. Now we've already kissed. Now we've already kind of made out a bit more in building 2, and we're also really drunk. You gotta understand that. And then we get to, this is kind of the conclusion of the story. It's like we slowly end up walking. It's not like so iconic, so fucking like every cheesy fucking rom-com movie with like couples going out with each other for the first time, and they're like walking slow, jingling keys. It was kind of like that. I had to get my card key out. She's like, so, like, she's like, so, do you think we should, you know, she was hinting. In the room, I was like, the important thing now to note was, again, I didn't go there for the girl. I just got, for the most part, really lucky. And, like, we're already walking there, and it's roughly 12 a.m. by this time. I was like, and I have an event to go to at 6 a.m. the next day. I'm like, I'm already pretty lit up, so I was like, I knew if I hesitated too long, she's just gonna kind of walk away. So I was like, I can, but we need more. So I saved it. I was like, I can, and she looked at me, she's like, I was like, then I saved it. I luckily saved it. I said, but we need more drinks. Do you think you can get some? She's like, yeah, I can go get some. So she like flipped really fast. Like she was on it. So I was like, she knows where the room was now. We're back in fucking Tower 1. Basically where my room's at. And she disappears for a bit. I'm gonna get in the room. And then she comes back again with more fucking drinks, roughly in her little purse. And we pound those down. And all I remember, again, this is why I say potentially roofied, but I feel like, truthfully, I feel like I just blacked out. Because I told my friend this story. He's like, bro, that's the greatest story ever. But it sounds like you just blacked out. Because I've only blacked out at least 3 times when I've drank. At least 3 times. I don't ever black out. And that was number 1, if it was the case. But all I remember after that part is drinking a lot, or kissing a lot, making out, we're playing on the bed, and then we drank some more, and I blacked out. And I wake up again. It's like fucking 4:52 a.m. And I'm like, what the fuck? So as I'm looking up at the bed, I mean, like, I wore Under Armour, like fucking like underwear. So I had those on. I had no shirt on. The room is a fucking mess. It was there's like a lampshade is like fucking missing. Like we were fucking around. We were going at it. And I just remember, namely, looking back, because she wasn't there anymore. She left before I woke up, which was the best. It was the coolest and like the hottest thing I've ever seen, ever. And I'm grateful to you, Roxanne, if you find this video ever again. Well, like, she left a little note, like a note next to like the fucking missing lampshade and like the light that's like right there, kind of like this. And it says, "Thank you so much for the greatest time ever, Gil. I'm totally gonna miss you. Blah blah blah, blah 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 blah." And like XOXOXO. Take care and have fun here in Vegas at your event. Kissy face. And then that was it. And then by then it's already like fucking 5:20. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go. And I'm like, I get dressed. I don't even shower. I'm like, and then I make it to the event. So the reason why I tell you that is because more younger men of this generation need to have those kinds of experiences where they're not always necessarily going to be that lucky. But have I been lucky? Do I have a lot of luck on my side? Yes. But I only think that's because I try to just say yes to more opportunities, even when I think I'm not ready for them. And I just try to stay in a neutral state. And I try to be optimistic. I try to be fucking ambitious. I try to playfully inject as much fucking badass fun into the interaction where I can, and listen, and just listen and pay attention to her. If you guys can do more of that and push your boundaries and your fucking comfort zone as much as you can, you will absolutely become the version of you that is the most handsome version of you, that is the badass version of you, that is the most attractive version of you, that is the wealthiest version of you. You can have anything you want. But you're never going to get that unless you have stories like that, unless you go out of your comfort zone, unless you go out to different places in the world by yourself and feel a little afraid. Because it's okay to be afraid. But it's not okay to quit. Got it?